Good evening. I'd like to call the Satsuma City Council to order for our regular meeting of December the 2nd, 2025. As always, we open our meetings with invocation followed by the pledge. We rotate that. Who says the invocation and starts leading the pledge. And tonight is Mr. Jake O'Rear's time, so if you don't mind, please turn your phones to silence or off, remove your hats, and please stand. Jake?
God, thank you for the day you've given us and a chance to serve this city. Guide us as we work through the business before us tonight and help us stay focused on what benefits Satsuma. Lift up the employees of this community. They're a major part of the operation of our city. We ask you to watch over them and their families. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mr. O'Rear. Jessica, get a roll call, please.
Councilmember Little.
Present.
Councilmember O'Rear.
Here.
Councilmember Skelton.
Present.
Councilmember Presnell. Here. Councilmember Taylor.
Present.
Mayor Barlow.
Here. Please let the record reflect all of the elected officials are in attendance, along with yourself, Mr. Mine is the city attorney, and the various department heads in attendance tonight. The first thing is the approval of tonight's agenda, which we sent to y'all in an email yesterday. But before we approving that, I would like to add Resolution 2025-12-03, which we can discuss later in the meeting. It's on your tablets, so if you don't mind, if we can get that one add-on, I'll entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
A motion made by Mr. Skelton, second by Ms. Presnall. We will approve tonight's agenda with the one add-on. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay, our agenda is now set. Also, you should have received with the agenda the minutes from our past meeting of November the 18th, 2025. I've scanned over them. They look pretty good, but I certainly missed some spelling or grammar before, so if anybody sees anything that they would like to change or make a correction on, let me know. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
On a motion made by Mr. O'Rear, second by Mr. Taylor, approve the minutes as distributed. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Robert E. Lee was unable to get the Key Kids Awards over to us tonight, and I think there was some scheduling conflicts going on for whatever reason, though, but they were unable to have that, so our Key Kids were not held as we had said they would be. So sorry if it inconvenienced anyone, but we will, and I was going to discuss this later, but they will be on the agenda for the December and January awards will be on the 20th, the meeting for January the 20th on that night. So there will be no other recognitions we have tonight, so we'll move to number 7, visitors. We generally say this, we don't have a big crowd here tonight, but when we ask for visitors to come up, we ask that you state your name and give your address. We do that for our records, and then tell us briefly what your question or your request is. So, Mr. Newbern, do you want to come up, please, sir? George, you have any comments regarding Mr. Newman's request? Our zoning ordinance does not allow this. The only exceptions are while construction of a house is underway. So, I'm not sitting here saying we're going to oppose it, but we must have some type of assurance that we're not sitting here 3 years from now and you're still saying you're planning to build a house. Can you give us some type of a time frame so we will know?
My plan is, once we get in, because I'm trying to get the
Yes,
dam and everything clean, it will be probably within, let me see, it's December. I would say March is really, I'm really gonna hit it hard trying to get, I'll be working on plans from here towards the end, but I would expect March to be really the time frame of us start building, pouring slabs, getting our permits ready, having our plans together, and if not sooner than that.
okay, on the CC Trail, will you be the last property there past where the gate's at now, or will you before the gate?
Where the yellow gate,
Yes,
I'm the second, I believe the second, I'm the very first one on the CC Trail past it. Yellow gate. We have, house right before it, there's 10 acres, who is
Right.
built on the other end, and then I'm the very next one. I think it's the third lot.
okay. Past the gate. Okay. Does council have any questions or any thoughts?
I'm good with it.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
Just so y'all know that the wording says 6 months with a 6-month extension possible.
Sounds like you're gonna be kinda right in that time frame anyway. You know, if you're looking to start building within 2 or 3 months or so, you know, I don't have a problem with it either. You know, it's just the fact of having it and you own it and then it just sitting there for forever, you know, and nothing happening. Right, right.
I'll be ready to get going.
And hopefully that's the way to go. We've just had a few issues, you know, pretty close, you know, in that area, but anyway, that's, I'm fine with it.
Okay, if the council has no problem with it, just like I said, as the ordinance says, I think it does say give you 6 months. You've got to have some progress started. I'm not saying that if you're not 100% completed in less than a year, we might be able to have some room, but if there's any complaints from the neighbors and all, then it would be enforced. So while you're doing that, good luck, and there's no problem.
I do appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Okay, that was the only person that is listed on the agenda tonight to speak. Are there any others that would like to approach the council? Well, we appreciate all of you attending. Kim, Mr. Emmett, no, thank you. All right, we'll move on to reports and announcements from the mayor and council. I'll lead off tonight, but I don't think I have anything really big or anything that, just kind of give you a couple updates. Our sidewalk projects, I think we have finally got those released from AlDOT. Civil Southeast is working with the power company now regarding the lights at Steel Creek. That's hopefully, if we can get that worked out in the next few weeks, we'll see some type movement on those projects getting started. Unfortunately, last night our tree lighting activities had to be canceled. That was due to the weather. A lot of work had gone into that. We'd looked forward to it, but we just didn't feel like there would be any attendance with the weather changing and the rain. So unfortunately, the call was made yesterday after lunch to just cancel the event. There was some discussion, so everybody knows that where we tried to look at some other dates, but just looking at actually the weather forecast over the next week, and then combining with our schedule that we already had in place with our meetings that's already set here in the city over the next couple of weeks, it was just, we couldn't find anything that would work with anybody else. Also, several of the vendors were unable to come back because they already had other things on the couple of days we actually even looked at. So, sorry. Hopefully we can set it up and do it again next year. But I would like to say that the employees, I think, have done a good job getting our Christmas trees out, the buildings decorated, and looking nice. So I do appreciate that from all of you doing those things. The municipal dinner was held on Thursday, the 20th at Steel Creek. I think we had around 130 people attend the dinner that night, and received several compliments from the other officials that attended. So thanks to all of you for attending and helping out, and also for all the work that the employees did. So I do appreciate that. Just a reminder, we do have a water board meeting Monday night, 5:30 p.m. Our next planning board, we have a planning board Thursday night of this week. Then the next meeting will be the second meeting of, or the second Thursday of January, which will be the 8th. Just a reminder so y'all know, January the 1st being a holiday and City Hall's closed, so the meeting is moved to the following Thursday. Once again, Key Kids will be moved to the January the 20th meeting. Our audit, you can see the council chambers back here, in the back being used now, so that's hopefully we'll have something before the next meeting, giving y'all an approximate date of whenever we can expect the audit to be completed. All right. Obviously, the last couple events we've tried to work on, we've had to deal with weather, and so y'all will know, and any input from the council now. Saturday at 11 a.m. is the Christmas parade is scheduled. We just checked the weather prior to coming out of here. I think it shows 50% chance of rain with scattered showers off and on all day. So we get here at 11 o'clock. I guess it could be real pretty if we sit here and try to cancel it right now. It'd be nice and pretty, and everybody think we're crazy to do that. But the only thing I can tell you is the Thursday night, the committee that's doing the boat parade is going to meet. They're going to have what they call a go, no-go meet, I think, ain't it, Troy? And obviously they're thinking if it's going to really be rain, that there will be nobody out for it. So Thursday night I can let y'all know what their decision is. And of course they hate it. They've put a lot of work into it too, but you know, the only thing I can tell you is apparently Brent from the church has said that they will move their event at Baldwin Square to Sunday the 7th and do it from 2 to 4 p.m. if it's raining on Saturday and it has to be canceled. What is y'all's thoughts, or do y'all have anything y'all would like to say? So, because we're certainly open to suggestions right now.
I personally wouldn't come out in the rain to see the Christmas parade myself, and sure wouldn't want to be in it. So, you know, that's going to be the last minute call. But I do have 4 5-gallon buckets full of stuff to throw already, so I'm praying the sun's gonna come through.
We all are, because moving it will definitely be a challenge, and not to be on some of our neighboring cities
Yep.
on top of them also. But, okay, if y'all don't really have anything, I guess we'll just have to make a call on Saturday morning around.
Yeah, we're gonna, Chief and I is gonna try to meet up sometime Friday and discuss a few things and kinda look at it then too and make a scientific guess on recommendation on what to
That's all
do.
you can do.
I'll also have throws for everybody that they have to pick up.
Okay. All right. On that, we will, obviously, if we can, the sooner we can let everybody know, the better.
Right.
But, I don't think we're gonna be able to make that call until probably at least Friday afternoon, if not Saturday morning. Just a reminder that the reindeer run is, the 13th, Saturday the 13th. Don't forget the safety dinner a week from Thursday night. It's gonna be, at Steel Creek Lodge at 6:30 p.m., so y'all don't let that sneak up on you. Our next council meeting will be December the 16th. We don't have very much on the agenda for that night. I think I have covered the major points that we have. If y'all have any questions on anything, please let me know, and if we can answer them here or try to get them addressed for you at least before the next meeting. If y'all don't have anything else, we'll move to public services and go to Mr. Little.
Thank you. I just wanted to reiterate, what you said. There was a lot of work that went into preparing for last night, and thanks, for all the stuff that was prepared, and like you say, the other, lights and different things throughout the city. Everything looks very well. Over in the, inspection and, building department, we've got, 18, new permits, 38 building and trade inspections, 2 or 3, code violation cases that we're working. We've got 91 active permits and 11 new homes being built. This is as of last month. In the sanitation department, we, down at the trash ramp, we did have 2 loads of scrap metal that we carried. We replaced backup camera and repaired the arm on the number 9 garbage truck, and a tire was repaired on the number 2 boom truck. I think that's all that I had too. So not too much tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Little. Moving on to administration, Mr. O'Rear.
We got the senior report. We had 36 total trips. 25 of those was medical. We delivered 663 meals to 39 clients this month. Saw a little bit of a dip, but that seems normal for this time of year. That's all I got for the senior report. One thing I would like to ask if we can get a monthly expenditure and revenue report? Okay, I'd like to get that each month for the previous. But other than that, that's all I can.
Jessica, do you start including that?
Yes. Expenditure report.
Sometimes it's gonna be hard whenever you have a day like whenever the
Right.
council meeting falls on a day after the holiday or first or the second, but
Right.
whenever they get a couple days, it might, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay? Anything else?
That's it.
Ms. Roy? Moving on to public safety, Mr. Skelton.
All righty. for November, the police department had 485 calls for service. They worked 7 felony cases, 70 misdemeanor cases, worked 3 traffic accidents, and wrote a handful of tickets. Fire department had 153 calls for the month of November. And I think as long as I've been in part of it, that is perhaps the largest amount that we've had in over 15 years. So 45 of those were medical related, 4 fires, 2 vehicle accidents, and 87 other calls, which were citizen assist related type calls. The fire department also installed the fire truck entering roadway signs on Old 43 on the north and south side of the station. Smith Electric has completed the colored LED light installation in front of the station. They will also be replacing some old wiring inside the engine bay doors. And Thomas Harper will be graduating from the Fire Academy on December 12th and will return to shift shortly after. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Skelton. Moving to Parks and Recreation, Ms. Presnall.
Well, it's been kind of busy for me. I went past the tennis court the other day, and there were 2 young ladies playing tennis and had 2 little kids with them, I think. And when I see somebody out there doing something or actively involved and enjoy it, I always go by and ask them what they think about it, how they like it, and these were 2 just adorable young ladies. They were both tennis people at, I don't remember what school, but they were very complimentary to the repairs that had been done to the tennis court, but said it needed a lot more, but they thought that was a great help for them and seemed to be enjoying it. And I haven't talked to anybody yet that wasn't having a good time up there. I mean, anything, whether it's the kids are playing on the equipment or anything like that, I always stop and talk to them. And, they appreciate people stopping and getting their input in things. So I enjoy doing that. But the municipal dinner was outstanding. Of course, that was my first one, and it just blew me away. There were so many, just people all over the place, and everybody was friendly and cordial to one another. It was just and the food was fabulous. But about the raffle stuff, they raffled off, about 60-something items? I didn't get nothing. And I had the best number, but I didn't get nothing. But I did get a good time out of it. I enjoyed that. And Mr. Dennis and his crew did a good job of setting up the tables, and those ladies just did an outstanding job of coordinating everything they had to coordinate. So hats off to Miss Trish and Brittany and Miss Jessica and the other ladies that helped. And, of course, the Public Works did a super job of what they had to do. And also everybody did. It was just a great, great time. And I enjoyed that a lot. And I was supposed to meet with Wes Vickers tomorrow night with the Satsuma Youth Association, but I don't know if they've canceled it or not. He hadn't got back with me if they have. But I want to go and meet the people that are there, because I've not been real active in that because I don't have a child that's active in it. But I'm excited about meeting them and getting involved as much as I can and helping them out whenever I can when they've got a need. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think everything has gotten up to a great start in December for the new year, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's all I got.
Thank you, Ms. Presnall. Moving on to Public Works, Mr. Taylor.
All righty, Mr. Mayor. Man, Chris Bowden and his crew's been working hard. They've been replaced boards. I apologize. Replaced a side mirror on the chipper truck, replaced rotten boards on Juniper Avenue Bridge, dug removed from dirt off Juniper Avenue, continuing to put up Christmas lights, cleaned senior van, replaced a toilet and flange at Wright Park, asphalt repairs on Orchard Gill, Highland, 6th, 7th, Avondale, and 5954 Vaughn Drive East. You can tell they've been extremely busy. Extremely thankful for them. And the leaf back truck, just to let everyone know, is currently running throughout the city now. So I know right now with everything, the leaves wet, it's probably not a whole lot of fun, but I've also had a lot of response from the people in the city after this rain. Public Works getting out there and getting the ditches cleaned out, getting the leaves out of them from the water flow. Instead of it just sitting on there for days, it was on my side, on the west side, it was on the east side, on the north, on the south, and I do a lot of riding around, and I mean, they're making a lot of progress, and I appreciate that. So, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
That it, Mr. Taylor? That it?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
Okay. Can't hardly see you there on the end. I have to make sure.
Well, I had to put my chair up
No
close 'cause
problem. That's no problem, no problem.
I wouldn't fit.
Okay, moving on to number 9, items for discussion and/or consideration. A is payment of the bills.
Make a motion, to pay our bills in the amount of $51,081.21.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. O'Rear, seconded by Mr. Taylor to pay the bills in the amount of $51,081.21. Is there any discussion? If there's no discussion, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Okay, showed unanimous. Moving to B, discussion of vandalism at the parks. Ms. President, we'd already put that on there, but I think you may have
I think that's
got
already
that
been taken
taken
care of.
Okay, moving on to C, discussion of renovations at Steel Creek Lodge.
That was me too.
Yes, ma'am.
I think the outside of the lodge does not match the inside of the lodge. I would love to see all the old shrubbery taken out and new shrubbery put in and low-growing shrubbery that is not too high. And there's some kind of big, honking big, I mean, that sucker's big, metal thing sitting out in front of it. I don't know if it's some kind of electrical thing to do with the electricity or what it is. I don't even know if it's used.
Air conditioning.
Maybe that's what it is, yeah, but I didn't know what it was. I gotcha. Well, could you maybe make some kind of little fence or something that could be removed, and then if you needed to work, and then put it back there? Aesthetically, I think that would look good. Yeah.
Are you talking about in the front, Ms. Sharp?
Yeah, about the front, and the side also. I was thinking about the north side. Yeah. Oh. I know it serves a purpose and it's there because it's needed, but, you know, to me, when you pull up and see that pretty building and there's this ugly thing sitting out there, just some way to jazz it up. And the entrance to the back part of it where the people that are, you know, catering it, didn't you say that there was going to be some kind of painting or something done to it in the near future? Yeah. No, to the whole lodge, the outside of the lodge. Or did I hear that wrong? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I felt so. And also, probably you can do a lot of what this, taking out that, the overgrown shrubbery and stuff like that, and even putting something back in its place, and putting some straw in there that would make it look, I mean, it just, to me, when I pull up to it, it doesn't fit the inside of it because the inside looks so good. Well, I know, and that's why you gotta have a lady on the thing, I reckon. But anyway, let's see. I think that's all, no, wait. Oh, yeah. Are we gonna talk about D?
Yes, ma'am. You've
Okay,
got
I'm
it on
through
the
with
agenda?
Steel Creek.
Okay. Moving on to D, discussion of upgrading the sound system at City Hall. Mr. Presnell wanted to discuss that.
I would love to.
Go.
Even before I was on the council, people kept asking me, you know, you can't hear. You can't hear when you're at home. And I know a lot of people are not physically able, or hopefully they would want to come, but obviously not a lot of people like to attend. But just make it where people, when they're at home, can hear. Because every time after the meeting, I go home, and a lot of times I can't hear the people on the council speaking. I can't hear our honorable attorney speaking, or even our precious city council, or any of the men that's sitting over there. I would like to make the suggestion, when they have, that they would sit out front on here instead of sitting out over there. And don't give me that look. And when the question is addressed to you, get up and come to the podium and answer it, so people can hear what you're saying and hear what the question was and hear your response to it. And that didn't really have anything to do with the sound system, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess it did in a way. But I think that would be a grand idea, myself personally, if everybody will go along with it. And that's all I got to say about that.
Okay,
Would y'all
Ms.
go along
Presnell.
with it? Would you do it? Would you sit out here? 1, 2, 2, through? How many? 1, 2? Raise your hand. 2?
Well,
Come on, George. Get over there.
we
We'll talk about that.
can discuss them moving out there, but like when we have key kids and it's real crowded,
Right, understand that.
some of those times we have to keep them over there, and we would prefer to keep, obviously, the police officer here where he can view
Well, sure. Oh, yeah, yeah.
the whole audience instead of having him with his back to it. But we can look at those
Okay,
things and
thank
try
you.
to make it where y'all can be heard better at the meetings in your responses.
And that's all I got.
Moving to number 10, resolutions, ordinances, and other business. A is Resolution 2025-12-01, and that's awarding the bid for containers at the trash ramp. Those were bid out. We had to give notice that we were putting this up for bid, which actually started several months ago. They were given some time. Jessica, I think they had to turn their bids in on what day do you have? The bids were submitted on November the 18th.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 2025-12-01.
Second.
On a motion made by Mr. Little and seconded by Mr. Taylor, we will approve Resolution 2025-12-01 and put this up for immediate adoption. Since it hadn't been introduced, can we just put it up tonight regarding waste, or do we have to suspend the rules?
It's not a permanent thing, it's a.
Okay. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Let it show it passed unanimous. Going on to, it says E, but I think it's supposed to be B, Resolution 2025-12-02. This is just our line of credit where Regions Bank, what we have. Occasionally, we will use a line of credit when we're doing something, rather than take money out or have to cash in a CD. Right now, it's just a line of credit, but we don't have anything on it, I don't think at all, do we? So it would just be there in the case of that we needed it, and if we do need it, we do have to report it to the council, so y'all would be aware of anything we're doing with that. Like I said, standard, we've had it for a number of years. If there's no other questions about it, I'll entertain a motion to adopt Resolution 2025-12-02.
Make a motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. O'Rear, seconded by Ms. Presnall. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Let it show it passed unanimous again. The next one is the add-on, and this is 2025-12-03. This is, some of the cities have been asked to join with the counties regarding the, basically, Tuscaloosa, or the Tuscaloosa area, I think the city of Tuscaloosa and Tuscaloosa School Board, city school system, is suing the state of Alabama regarding how the taxes are split up and divided, and they are wanting to challenge how taxes are distributed. And if I can, the ordinance should be there for you to read over tonight, but it basically says the cities and the counties are possibly, the judge has put a stay on it, giving cities and counties a chance to say, would they like to join in this or be a part of the suit challenging that. And the ordinance tonight would basically just open the door for us to study and see if we would like to join other cities and counties in the challenging of saying that we want, what we're saying is we want to make sure we get what we got. We don't want to start losing any of the revenue that we've got. So if it affects us, we want to take a stand on this. And we've got to answer this by next week, so we couldn't really lay it over and discuss it, as it just time didn't. We only received the request today, so, and I didn't want to put this up for a special meeting. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to do with everything else we got in the next week. Do y'all have any questions on the resolution or anything that you'd like to question? Or Jay, you got any comments? I mean,
Well, just the resolution gives us authority to join that suit, you know, to if we want to do it. I mean, you're not voting to do it, you give an authority to do it if you just, that's what y'all want to do after you look at it. Looks like there's a lot of money involved in it for the city.
potentially a whole lot of money, yeah, we don't.
That we're losing out to the state.
Our revenue was right at $1 million last year in sales use. And they're ultimately just wanting to take it away. Get something delivered in Satsuma, but it came from the Walmart in Saraland. Saraland ultimately wants to keep it. Not necessarily those two cities, but that's how it's going throughout the other cities. So when we get a delivery, we want to keep our sales use tax. I mean, the revenue's $979,000, I believe, for last year.
So I would recommend that we pass the resolution and study this, at least be a part of it, of any communications that they have. Because like I said, this could have a significant impact on a city like ours without.
Yeah, and what you're doing though is joining the lawsuit. You know, you're intervening as a party participant in the suit, so you would be of record as a with Tuscaloosa and whatever other cities are in there. You're making the claim, so that it'd be something that we'd have to file with the court.
Well, it gives us the option if we
Yes,
pass it tonight.
Yes, it does.
And y'all would know, I mean.
Yeah, but if you do it, you would be joining the suit, so you need to understand that.
So we're not joining it tonight, we're just agreeing to.
Authorize it.
Yeah, authorize, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And we certainly, by law, I have to keep y'all advised of any lawsuits we have, so it ain't
Right.
like any of these things I'm doing that you won't be.
I make a motion to, approve resolution 2025-12-03.
The second.
On a motion made by Mr. Little and second by Mr. Skelton, we're going to put resolution 2025-12-03 up for adoption tonight. I think we've discussed it all we can, but prior to a vote, is there any other questions or concerns? If not, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Show it passed unanimous. It appears that we have gone through tonight's agenda.
Mayor, did we vote on that request for the extension? I think we should. You know, it needs, we said it would be okay, and everybody just said, all right, but we need to vote for the
On
record.
the
in
request
case-
of, you talking about of Mr. Newman on the
Yes,
fifth wheel?
yes.
Okay, we can do that. I would like for it to state that he will have construction started within the 6 months and a completion date within a year. Now, I do know that there's been times where significant progress has been made that we gave a little more time, but I do think a year is plenty of time to give somebody a chance to go in, especially if he's already got his barn and well and property's cleared and all. So, anybody wants to make a motion to grant the variance?
I'll make a motion to grant it.
So,
Motion made by Mr. Taylor, seconded by Mr. Skelton to grant the request from Mr. Newbern. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye. Any opposed to it? Passed unanimous. This time, anything else you think that we hadn't gone over? Just any questions from the council? All right, we all keep up the good work, and let's hope that we can get the next events scheduled for the next weekend, and we'll let y'all know whatever we can find. Thank y'all for attending tonight. If there's nothing further, can I get a motion to adjourn?
so moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, we adjourn. Thank you, we are adjourned. Good night.